I was in the Marshall Islands, what was that island? I forget. It's the one with the capital with Majuro on it. But man, I thought I saw bad living conditions in Mexico. Wow. I mean, I saw like people living under a, corrugated sheet of tin leaned up against a palm tree, and that was their home. And I was told that the suicide rate drowning me. Thanks. I was told that the suicide rate there among young men was upwards of 25%, and I suspect that's probably true. I mean, can you imagine that? I mean, you talk about how do people live with it or deal with it. I guess in some of these societies they don't.
Yeah, well, that's like the Dubai thing, all those people they imported from India to do all that building in Dubai, and they all ended up in debt. I mean, amazingly, they go there to work and they end up in debt, and they can't get out, and they have nothing. They're just living in just complete squalor. They have nothing, and it's amazing. They do all that work and they're still in debt. And you're just like, yeah, this is the Depression. This is exactly what happened in the Depression. I mean, people you'd go, I mean, it's like the Grapes of Wrath has a scene in there, where the people go to the peach farm and they don't make enough money from a day to eat a meal. So they can't even afford to feed themselves, so they'd even be able to work the next day. They can't even make enough money to feed themselves. I mean, it's just,
Dude, I did some consulting over there. You just would not believe the working conditions for those expat laborers from Pakistan and Bangladesh. A lot of them are from Pakistan. I mean, I saw working conditions that were just unimaginable to me. I mean,
the living conditions. I saw the living thing. The dormitory living, and it was just disgusting. And you're saying, how can people live like this? How could you sleep? How could you sleep in this shit?
Yeah, I don't know. I guess there's no need to go into details, but yeah, both working conditions and living conditions, just unreal. Yeah, that's why I take exception in a lot of these liberal arts universities. They talk about slavery like it's something in the past that ended 150 years ago. It never ended. Slavery never ended. We changed the geography of it. We changed the economic structure of it, but it never ended. In fact...
Well, we changed the chains. We changed the idea. You didn't have to chain the people anymore. You could chain them with an idea. You could chain them with memes. You could chain them with a lot of things, but you didn't have to use physical chains anymore. I mean, even that part of it's kind of amazing.
Exactly. I said in one of my videos, I used the example of, you just make a cow too fat to run away, and we've made human beings, too stupid not to accept it. Yeah, you nailed it. I mean, in Jamaica, they have these, I don't know if they still exist, but I saw this documentary about these things they called, quote-unquote, free towns, really inaptly named, where the people go and they work, for slave wages, and they're wholly separate from the country of Jamaica. They're like economic enterprise zones. I think that's what they call them. But basically, the people work as slaves 10, 12 hours a day, and they get maybe $1 an hour, on all over the world. Open pit mines in Africa to mine minerals in South America. So slavery never ended.
So we'll ask Karina some questions. So what did you do this week? What's happening in Romania? Any birds get caught by cats and such?
I talked to Dollar Films in terms of news. Otherwise, I didn't do much. Just work and boring shit.
I don't know why you're talking to that guy. I don't even get the whole Dawa Films guy. I don't know why he's like, well, I guess he's the only Muslim on YouTube or something, I guess, but well, whatever. I just don't understand the attraction. I mean, everybody seems to think that he's like the guy to talk to or something.
Well, I wanted to do a video because after Thunderfoot posted his video, there were a bunch of responses, like Tool Time and Jasper Avi and God Dutch Funk and a shitload of people, and they kind of turned against him, and I don't know, I just wanted to make a video, but I don't know, I just felt like at least I have to talk to the guy before beating the shit out of him, just to hear his side of the story, so I talked to him, and yeah, I didn't make a video. I'm weak.
Yeah, well, I mean, it gets a little complicated about who did what to who first, and it's all this he said, she said crap, and who wants to get in the... It's like getting in the middle of some divorce fight or something. Like, who the fuck wants to... I don't want any piece of this shit. So I've avoided all kinds of drama that's been going on, with Jedi Master Boo Boo and all those people and whatever, and, I've just... Fuck all that crap. I hate that drama shit. I mean, that real personal kind of stuff, like, you kick me in the ankle, and then you kick me in the neck, and you kick me in the, ugh.
Basically, he gave me his reasons why he was hunting for Thunderfoot's dog. I don't know if you saw that video with the log,
I
with
just
the
said, fuck it.
I
I took whatever people were saying for granted. But I said, yeah, I mean, look, the fact is that everybody starts conspiracying, everybody starts ganging up on everybody, so I can see why somebody looked to defend themselves through the same mechanism that they're getting attacked. I mean, if I reacted, to every little personal intrusion imposed on me, you know what I mean? I said, okay, I'm going to find out who did that, and blah, 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 and so I'd end up playing those games too, but I don't give a fuck, so I don't even bother with that shit. But I can see why somebody, to defend themselves, would say, yeah, I'm going to, get me some ammunition or some knowledge of what's going on. And so, but whatever, I'm not making excuses for the Dawa Films guy. I'm just saying that I'm sure he gets harassed, all the time. So I understand being in that position, and it's not fun.
Yeah, I mean, just because he's a Muslim and he has the beard and shit, he still, even without this drama thing, he still has, issues in real life, like people get off the bus when he gets in and shit like that. And yeah, now he has his face all over YouTube being associated with a terrorist, and this could affect him, when he gets a job and shit. If anybody sees that video, it's gonna be shit for him. So he basically just wanted to force Thunderfoot to get those videos down or edit them or whatever. He wants that shit off YouTube. But yeah, it's not gonna happen. I don't think so.
Yeah, well, whatever. Like I say, I don't really, whatever these people want to get caught up in, it's a lot of wasted energy in my book. The way people end up fighting, they end up fighting in this personal way that really doesn't have anything to do with, it doesn't have anything to do with the fundamental argument anymore. It just has to do with personal animosities and resentments and, whatever. That's a very lovely shirt you're wearing. Yeah, it's blue. Blue is your color. All kinds of blues.
Actually, I bought a shirt this week, and obviously it was a blue shirt, and I was just trying to get all my winter shit, to the closet and get all my summer shit and packed up, and I just realized that almost all my shirts are blue, and I just bought another one that's blue. I was like, what the fuck am I thinking? I guess I don't know, I'm attracted to this color. If I see a bunch of colors, I would just naturally turn to blue. But yeah, all my closet looks like blue.
Yeah, well, I caught that about you right from the start. You always had that blue. There was always blue somewhere. I mean, it was always there. There was always a blue glow somewhere, coming from somewhere. The turquoise thing, got a lot of turquoise.
I want to make a video today, but I think it's gonna piss you it, or at least, if not annoy you, just make you go blah.
Great. Fantastic. Well, whatever. Whatever. Go ahead, make some wishy-washy rainbow video. See if I care.
No, it's no rainbow video. I was just reading this article about pregnant women being given dexamethasone as basically a way to try to keep their female fetuses that are suspected to have some congenital adrenal disorder to basically not be gay when you know they develop into babies and then girls and women, to prevent them from being lesbians and from being too manly in features, having a deeper voice and all that shit, which are, you know, side effects of this disease.
Yeah, well, I don't even know where I'd fall on that one, so that's got to be a pretty safe subject. I don't know, whatever. I mean, it's your kid. Yeah, I mean, shit. It's, you know, if you're gonna bother having one, I guess you want. You know, but yeah, I mean, that one gets complicated because, you know, we're so genetically fucked up, you know, that it's almost like you almost have to augment us, you know, just because we've genetically ruined ourselves so badly, you know, through health care and bad breeding choice. Yes, we've been, you know, we're influenced by the bad diets, all the rest of the crap. You know, it's almost like I can't blame people for maybe augmenting the natural process a little to ensure, you know, regularity. So.
Yeah, but I don't know. I mean, it pisses me off. I think you already know my stance. You know, I don't think that being a lesbian or gay should be seen as a problem or as a defect and shit. I know you're kind of iffy on this, but I just reading this article, I was getting so pissed off. So there is this broad, right? This endocrinologist, and she's really good, apparently, and famous, and she writes for the New York Academy of Sciences. And let me just read one quote, because I have it. Just 1 second. She was talking about the behavior of these girls. Okay. CAH, women with congenital adrenal disorder, women as a group have lower interest in getting married and performing traditional childcare / housewife role. As children, they show an unusual low interest in engaging in maternal play with baby dolls, and their interest in caring for infants. The frequency of daydreams or fantasies of pregnancy and motherhood, or the expressed wish of experiencing pregnancy and having children of their own appear to be relatively low in all age groups. And then, you know, she was talking about a specific child that was already born. The challenge here is to see what could be done to restore this baby to the normal female appearance, which would be compatible to her parents presenting her as a girl, with her eventually becoming somebody's wife and having normal sexual development and becoming a mother. And she has all the machinery for motherhood, and therefore nothing should stop that. If we can repair her and help her psychologically to grow and develop as a girl, fuck God, I'm getting pissed off again.
Yeah, but, you know, I mean, I also wouldn't want to be born into a culture in some sort of a drama, you know, where you're automatically a defect, you know, so that kind of sucks. And, well, whatever, yeah, well, whatever, like I can't get passionate any one way or the other on subjects like that, I have to concede. I mean, what if they came up with like a pill, like this is just a stupid example, but, you know, where, you know, you give somebody a medication in utero or whatever, and it just did something simple, like it got rid of man's facial hair or something. I mean, something superficial, but, you know, when you think about how much energy people